welcome to today's video. I look like a sweaty mess because I was at the park reading, which I'll show you after I talk to you, because I gotta talk to you guys about what I'm reading. I'm currently reading From Lukov with Love. I am loving this book. In my last vlog, I had started reading it and I was like, not sure how to think, like I like the characters, but I'm like, I don't know. I always struggle starting books, especially when it's like a new author, because I have to get used to the writing style. This is my first Mariana Zapata book. She is like the queen of slow burn. I am over halfway at page 272. I am loving this book so much. I'm loving the slow burn. She does it so well. When they like started to like get along, I was like, this is too early, even though we're like 200 pages in, and I'm like wait. Like, she just does it so well. Sorry if you can hear a stupid dog barking. That happens almost every second of the day, so I can't really avoid it. Anyways, I'm loving this. I'm already like ready to buy every single one of her books as soon as I get paid, because I want to read them all. This book is basically it's a figure skating romance. It follows Jasmine, who is a figure skater. She's 27 and she's had a bit of setbacks in her life. So she was skating pairs, but then her partner quit and she didn't do well at the competitions and stuff. And so now when you start the book, you're with her when she's still training. She doesn't have a partner. People don't like her. Like, people think she's rude and mean and stuff because she's just very what's the word, she's very to the point. She isn't sweet and nice like people expect women to be. She's just like, I'm here to win and I don't like this, so I'm going to tell you I don't like this, that kind of thing. And people don't like that. So she's had a lot of backlash. She's training. And then there's Ivan Lukov, who is a like champion in figure skating. He's won all these awards, blah blah blah. They don't get along. Yeah, they don't get along. She's like best friends with his younger sister. They met through figure skating, and his younger sister Karina is like Jasmine's only real friend. But Ivan and Jasmine bicker all the time. They never get along. They're always arguing. And then Ivan asks Jasmine to be his partner for the next season because his current partner was taking a break, and Jasmine's like, what? Excuse me? Like, how is this gonna work? And now I'm 270 pages in and they're starting to like, what? Excuse me? Like, how is this gonna work? And now I'm 270 pages in and they're starting to like become friends. Like, just now they're starting to become friends, but even like then I'm like, I'm very impatient when it comes to like romance books. Like, I'm always like trying to find when they're finally gonna get together, but Mariana Zapata does it so well that even when they're like starting to get along, I'm like, whoa, this is too soon. But I'm also like, okay, like, she does it so well. This is also my first sport romance, so that's fun. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about the sport. Like, I know I was probably gonna like it, but also like, I hate sport. I hate sport with a passion. I absolutely despise sport. And ice skating. Ice skating is probably like one of the sports I hate the most, just because of like personal experiences. I hate it so much. And there is like a lot of sport talking here because that's what they're doing, and I like it. I'm not sure when I'll finish this. I wanted to finish this soon because I'm really behind on reading this month. I've read only 3 books, I think, which they've all been 5-star reads. Wait, how many books have I read? Yes. Wait, I think I've just read 2 books this month. I'm so confused now. Anyways, yeah, and I had a big TBR for this month, which I never follow my TBR, but I was hoping I'd read more this month, but I've been also super busy. So I'm like, I'm not gonna like be harsh on myself, even though I am anyways. But I always try to aim to read a certain amount, like at least a certain amount of books every month, especially if I'm making content about it. So I want to like try and get through this. Also, like, it's kind of hard for me to stop reading it because it's so good. And so I've been like annotating it a little bit. I've mostly just been doing tabs and underlining a few parts, because I only really like annotate the like romance, like the sweet parts. I don't annotate really anything else, and so there hasn't been much for me to annotate so far. There's been a few scenes that are so good, so good, like literally the bare minimum, but they're done so well. Also, sorry, this intro is so long. Anyways, I was expecting this whole book, like most of it, to just be their like competitions, and that's when they'd start getting along. But so far I'm over halfway and there hasn't been a comp yet, which I know it's like at the end. Is that at the end of the season when they do the comps? I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, so that was what I was expecting. But like, I'm not mad. I was just surprised, you know, because it's just been them training. Yeah, because I do like comps in media, if that makes sense, like Glee, which is not really the same thing, but like the episodes where they had the competitions, those were so good and I loved them. And like Dance Moms as well. So I'm excited for their competitions because I eat that up. I eat it up. I love it so much. I don't know why, but it's like, there's so much serotonin. That's everything. I'm also reading another book I'll speak a little bit about. I'm reading Earthlings by Sayaka Murata. This is literary fiction, which I haven't read literary fiction in a while. Yeah, I've mostly been reading romance, so I wanted to read something a bit different as well. And I've been waiting to read this book. I am on page 36, so I'm not that far in. There's only like 250 pages, so it's quite short. So far I do like it. I haven't really been focusing on it that much because I'm really enjoying From the Cove with Love. I'll give you like a brief idea of what it's about. So this follows, what's her name, Natsuko. Currently she's 13 years old and she thinks she has magical powers and she's meant to save the world from evil things, and her cousin thinks he's an alien. I think this book is supposed to be really weird. Some questionable things are happening. I've also heard this book is supposed to be really sad, which I didn't know before going into it until recently. I've seen more people read it and I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was supposed to be sad. I thought it was just supposed to be weird. But I am seeing where that sadness is going to come from. Like little hints of it, because her family so far are very abusive and toxic towards her. I don't like where this is going, but I'm going to keep reading it and I'm hoping I don't cry. That's the goal. I am terrified of where this is going to go. I don't know if I'll read anything else in this vlog. We will have to see. Hopefully I do. So I'll show you guys. Just before this clip, I was at the park reading. So you will see those clips now. Hey guys, it is the next day. So I've read a little bit. I'm on page 360. There is something I like really don't like in romance books. That's when like the male character gets like really angry and mad when he's like mad about something, when he should be like comforting her, if that makes sense. Like Ivan got really mad at Jasmine for not telling him about something that was happening to her, and instead of being like, are you okay, he's like screaming and yelling at her because he's like, why wouldn't you tell me, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I feel like that's not the right way to go. I don't know. that could just be a me thing, but I hate when they like yell and get angry because it kind of ruins it. I hate it so much. It makes me feel so uncomfortable. We have moved past that and it has gotten like back to good. Like we're like jumped over that moment. A similar thing happened one summer that I did talk about in my reading vlog. How many vlogs ago? I don't know how many ago it was when I read that book. I hate when they do that. Also, when I'm reading enemies to lovers in romance, I feel like the personality of the male character changes so much, because like obviously they're like really mean or whatever, they don't like each other, and then like turns out they're a completely different person, and I don't know if I really like that. It's like, oh, it turns out that he like has 20 pets and he rescues animals and it's just odd. And I like struggle to picture the male character as I was before. Like now I'm picturing him differently. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like I'm still loving the book. It's just, it irritates me. I don't know if it's just me that I like picture it as a different person, but I want to picture it as a person as it was at the start. Now in my head he's like a completely different guy, which is like, I know that's the point because you think he's like an asshole and rude, but it turns out he's actually like nice and caring. Like, I know that's the point, but like I guess it's like not too bad because they're still like bantering and stuff and they still had the same personality. I don't know, it's weird. But that being said, I still love it. So I still love both characters. The main female character doesn't change. I guess she's changing to being like nicer and stuff. She's still the same person, but he feels like a different person, kind of. Yeah. Anywho, I don't know, that was my thoughts I had. Tell me why annotating is kind of exhausting, because like I'm reading a good part and I'm like, I don't want to like have to sit here and underline this. I want to keep reading, and then I have to like go back and underline it. But it's like I don't not want to underline it because I want to come back to it. I'm going to the library, hopefully. I need to because I need to do schoolwork, and so I'll hopefully read there and get this book done. I have under 100 pages left and I need to finish this book. I've been reading it. The last book I finished was on the 10th of April. It is now like the 24th. That's like irritating me a lot because I feel like I really need to finish this. I'm so close to finishing this book. Well, I'm not that close. I have like, let's say, I have 60 pages left, which really isn't that much when you get to the end of a book, if we're real, you know? I better finish this book today. My hair looks so stupid. Hey guys, so it's been a day since I updated you. I've had a rough day, so hopefully, oh, you can see I'm watching Katie's reading, and I'm also uploading a video, so let's just like, that's for later. I was really watching a video and I'm like, you know what? I feel motivated to vlog now. So it's night. I don't know the time. It doesn't even matter. You guys don't care. Okay, it's night time. I have finished From Lukov with Love. I finished it. What day is it? I finished it on Tuesday. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I finished it on Tuesday. I will give you my thoughts. Don't worry. But first, I have a book haul to give you. All these books I bought today because I got paid. So, and I officially now have 98 books. So I'm 2 books away from having 100 books, which is kind of crazy. Which also means I should buy more books. So yeah. Okay, the first book is Violet Bent Backwards Over the Grass by Lana Del Rey. I am so excited to have this. So happy to have this. I love Lana. Like, her music is so good. I only started loving her music like recently, like 5 months ago. I don't know why I didn't listen to her before as much as I should have, but now, like, I love her. She's everything, and I want her poetry desperately. And so I got it. I've been staring at it and I'm like, as soon as I get money, I'm gonna buy it. So I did, and it's also so pretty. It's gorgeous. I just want to have it on my shelf. Then I got The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels, which is a romance. I saw Katie's Reading and Jamie's Library read this book and they both really liked it. I can't tell you what it's about because I don't know. I have a rough idea. Victorian Ladies Society. The guy is a paid assassin and she's his next hit. So that's interesting. I heard good things, so I wanted to pick it up. Next, The Spanish Love Deception. People love and hate this book. I was set on never reading this book because I don't know about you, but I am very easily influenced by people's book opinions. I see one person absolutely hating on this book and I'm like, I am never getting that book ever in my life. I never want to read it. And then I see someone loving it and I'm like, oh, maybe I do want to read it. And I'm trying to like be open to reading more books and not just stopping myself from reading books I saw negative opinions. So I picked it up. It is so much bigger than I thought it was gonna be, and apparently it's like slow burn and it's like infuriating. I don't know when I'm gonna pick this up, but we shall see. I'm sure everybody knows what this book is about. I think it's enemies to lovers, fake dating, yada yada. Next, Icebreaker. I'm very excited to get this book too. I've been wanting it for so long. Now I have 2 ice skating books. That's so crazy. I think it's like enemies to lovers, like they don't like each other. They have to share the ice rink, I think, because of something that happened. I saw a review saying that there's more to this than just like a cheesy rom-com. So I don't know if a lot of like emotional stuff's gonna go down. I don't know when I'm gonna read this book because like I just read a figure skating romance. It's kind of like, it's too much ice, you know, so I'll probably wait a little while, but this is still near like the top of my TBR. I still desperately want to read this. Okay, and then the last book I got, Punk 57. So I have read this book already, not this copy, but I read my friend's copy and I loved it, and so I bought my own copy and I see myself rereading it one day. I literally read this book like, wait, I read it this month. Yeah, I read it the start of April and I wanted my own copy, so I bought my own copy. Oh, all the books I got. I think I'm gonna give you my thoughts on From Lukov with Love tomorrow because my head is like, it's all over the place, kind of, yeah, and I want to like give my proper thoughts tomorrow. Sorry for like making you wait, but it won't be that long for you, I promise. I promise. It'll be like 2 seconds. It'll be even shorter if I like stop talking in this clip, but I'm gonna keep on talking. You know what? I'm gonna put these books up and show you what my like bookshelf looks like. Wow. So this is my bookshelf. Isn't it great? And then we got the Lana Del Rey. I don't really like it there, but I don't know where else to put it because I want to have it on display, but I don't know. I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Hey besties, sorry if the lighting is really strange. It is a really rainy day today and I have like a light turned on behind you guys to help, but it might just look really weird, so I'm sorry, but you guys probably don't care. Anyways, I already told you guys I finished From the Cove with Love. I love this book. This is probably my favorite romance book. I know my last reading vlog the romance book I read, I said Hook, Line and Sinker was my favorite romance. This is now my favorite romance, but this book was phenomenal. Okay, it was amazing. It is like everything I wanted in a book. The characters, like there wasn't anything they did. Actually, one thing. There was one thing that I wasn't happy about, but that like stopped. That was only happened a few times, which was when Ivan would comment on her weight, like especially when they'd bicker when they were like younger. He calls her meatball, which is like the weight thing. I don't know why that's even in the book. Like, just no, like that doesn't need to be in the book. I know his nickname for her is Meatball, and like as you go on, I like wasn't annoyed by it anymore because it became more endearing, more than like the fact that he was commenting on her weight. That's why he said it in the first place. So yeah, that was one thing I didn't like when I started it. But other than that, I love this book so much. The slow burn like was so good. Like it was done so well. The moments were so sweet. My hair is not hairing today. Their banter, so good. Like I kept smiling. I was giggling, kicking my feet the entire time I was reading this book. I kept smiling and laughing so much, even when they're just arguing. Like I found it so funny and it's so cute. Like even them arguing together was just like so sweet. I loved it. I loved both of them. For the spice, I say it's pretty low with spice. There was only one scene and it wasn't extremely detailed, in case like anyone wants to know about the spice level. Yeah, there was only one scene. It depends on the book, but sometimes I'm like, something needs to happen, like where is, like give me something. But this book, I didn't feel that. When I'm reading romance books, I have this thing where it's like where I'm waiting too long and I kept flicking ahead to see when they finally kiss or they finally do something. This book, I did not do that once. I was so like in it and enjoyed every moment of them together. Like he literally like put his hand on her knee for like 0.5 seconds and I was like, oh my god, this was done so well. I am on my way to buy every single one of Mariana Zapata's books because I want to read them all now. Apparently, Dear Aaron, it's Ruby and Aaron from this book. I did not know that and I want to read that so badly now. I want to be in this world with them. I love them. Okay, I think that's enough about this book. Oh, it's so good. Read this if you haven't. I've also read quite a bit of Earthlings. I'm on page 148. I did not expect what's happening in this book to happen. I did not know this book was gonna be the way it is. I read lines in this book and I just stare at it. I'm like, what did I just read? What just happened? And it just keeps getting like worse. It's really sad, I will say. I think it's best to go into this book not knowing what it's about, but I will say check trigger warnings. There's some themes of stuff that I think could make people uncomfortable, so definitely check trigger warnings. There's some like really disturbing things happening, but I can't stop reading. I'm going to hopefully finish this today. I really hope so. See you later. Oh my god, I made coffee. I forgot about that. It's 9 p.m. Should I drink it? I tell myself that caffeine doesn't keep me awake. It expires on my birthday. Wow. Now I have to go tell everyone. Hey guys, I am in my pajamas right now. And they are Minecraft pajamas. Before you ask, they are. I just finished Earthlings, and if I'm being honest with you, I don't know what I just read. The ending really like confused me, so I looked it up and I still don't have a clear idea of what it meant. Yeah, this book was definitely not what I expected. like I expected crazy things to happen, but not this type of crazy, if that makes any sense. It was like really disturbing for one. I liked the writing style, how it was written. I rated it 3 stars. I don't think it's 4 stars worthy. Nothing particularly bad about it. Like a good read. It was good. That's it. It is like 1 a.m. I thought about starting Lana Del Rey's poetry, but then I'm like, maybe I should wait till tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. Good night, guys. Sleep well. I hope I sleep well. I'll see you tomorrow. Good afternoon, guys. I'm gonna be reading Lana Del Rey's book, but first I want to show you guys the tabs I got. I just ordered, literally yesterday I ordered heaps of tabs because I've never like annotated properly, having a color associated with a theme, if that makes any sense, like blue for sad, pink for happy. I wanted to give it a go, and stores don't sell like tabs anywhere near me from where I've looked, so I bought a bunch on Amazon, and look at how many I have. I'm so happy, and I want to match them to the cover of the books I'm reading. I've already prepared one for Throne of Glass. I might have to add more because I don't really know. I've never like done this, so I don't know what sort of things I should be like tapping, but I feel like it's gonna look so pretty. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm gonna read this book and you guys can watch. First I gotta take off the sleeve. So the inside is literally the same, which is the most amazing thing ever. That's so amazing. I don't know if I should listen to the audiobook. You know what, I'm just gonna read it. Okay. Hi again. I have been reading this book. I've been listening to the audiobook, which is narrated by Lana Del Rey herself, and it is such a magical experience. I'm like 1/3 of the way through it, but I'm gonna wrap up this video now, and then I'm gonna probably finish this today and then talk about it in my April reading wrap up. But so far I love it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I have a BookTok account if you'd like to follow that. I post quite frequently on there. Thank you for watching. Bye.